Theme song. Welcome back to another, I would call this an update, a state of development video of Highrise City. If you like what you're about to watch, head on over to Highrise City on Steam and request access. You too can dive in and start playing right now as well. I think that they will, I'm not sure, at some point they're going to cap off how many people they're allowing into the playtest, so get there ASAP, obviously. Or I think you can hop onto their Discord and request access that way. But if not, sit back, relax, and enjoy me playing it because I was let in. So we're going to find out where it's at now. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up like a basic town like we did in the last video and then push forward beyond that. Because the last time we had a quick demo and we got to set up a basic, sort of town. So I want to get past that point and push past there and see if we can get some high rises going in this quick look at the development of Highrise City. So right now we can build, it takes you to the world. I mean, this is pretty awesome. We're going to be able to build everywhere. Unfortunately, right now, we're not able to, but it also shows you kind of like, I wonder if there's a way to build a bunch of cities, and then you can kind of trade with yourself. That would be kind of cool. So it's like, oh, I need some quartz from Cape Town or some copper, and then I'll bring that over here to New York. New York has, not as much. Okay, well, that's fine. But I mean, maybe I need lithium. And I would bring that over to my city in New York. I'm not sure. That's one, option for gameplay. I'm not sure if that's what's going to happen, but right now New York is the only one that's available in the playtest so far. So let's get started. Mayor name Henry Hudson, classic mayor name, classic. We're going to call this one his most highest of solids. It's a very regal sort of, and this is going to be New Amsterdam. No, this is going to be old Pueblo Townsville. That's what we're calling this. Old Pueblo Townsville. Now they say to play on easy, but I'm a pro gamer, so I'm going to be playing on normal. I'm even going to go with half-filled warehouses because I'm going to flex like that. We're going to go with 500 grand because I'm a pro gamer and I want that. We'll go with a normal economy. Build cost refund is normal. Yeah, it looks like contracts, like some of these things, research points, all of this stuff is still, in progress. So we can't go to a maximum, like a hard setting right now. Move buildings is, we can't turn that off, but that's fine. So that'll be kind of fun anyway. Maintenance costs during production standstill. When the building is not working, there are no maintenance costs. Oh, hello. Okay, well, that's good. So let's hit continue and let us start our brand new Highrise City here in Old Pueblo Townsville, which looks suspiciously like maybe later. I don't need
playing Highrise City.
You're welcome for playing Highrise City. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to set up a basic town here in this place that looks suspiciously like New York. But this is actually Old Pueblo Townsville. So with a little bit of editing magic, you're going to come back and we're going to see a nice operating town, and we're going to push forward from there. Oh, it's the magical time, the magical time lapse. I don't have any music, so I'm just gonna talk while we see the development of the city. I mean, no, not really, I guess. But you can kind of see what we're going at, which is basically just setting up farms, small industries, and then finally a couple little communities. And there we have it. Old Pueblo Townsville has improved to this lovely looking town here. A couple of ports, in fact, 2. I might even open another one. I don't know. That was kind of the idea here. I brought this road down here so that I could improve this as I felt necessary. But you'll see that things are running quite smoothly. I'm making money, I wouldn't say hand over fist. I'm making money hand next to hand. That's the new expression. I'm not like making crazy money, but it's going okay. You can see here my artisans, I think that's what they're called. Or they're called, let's load this up here. They're called craftsmen. So the craftsmen's area is looking quite nice. As you can see, I'm getting warnings about food not being plentiful enough. So I might even just for a bit, oh, look at these roads. Interesting. The farm roads definitely have a different design to them. So I might, I love these little birds. I might have to shift to an importing city in a little while here because I've learned a lot about production and the chains involved in this game, and they can be pretty taxing. You got to have a lot of farmland to feed a city, which, you know, is realistic. I mean, I think that was one of the issues with City Skylines that people would always say is that you could have like one farm and it would turn you this massive food profit. But you're like, okay, if you're trying to be a self-sustaining town, you know, most of this needs to be farmland, and that is what I'm finding here. But I'm also thinking that maybe I'm making these farms a little too large. Like, where's my smallest farm? This one's probably my narrowest farm, and that's still 100% output. I don't know if maybe it's okay, let's race them. This is wait, what's my largest farm? Where's my largest footprint? That's probably my largest footprint there, and that's also 100. So let's see the rate at which it produces a new fruit does seem to be a little faster. So there must be an over and above the 100% size, there must be a speed at which it can produce the goods as well. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that's also fruit. So maybe fruit grows faster? Is that a thing? Where's a veggie farm? Here we go. Let's see if these are the same. If these produce at the same rate, then I don't think the size really matters because those are definitely slightly different sizes. Come on, let's take a look here. So we've got there. This one seems to be... I think this one's going a little faster. It's hard to tell. It's very hard. I gotta like put them right next to each other and just like try to observe the speed. I think this one's going faster. So the size of the farm is still, you know, is still somewhat important, and maybe we'll slap in a few more farms. But the other thing that I needed to work on is my collection. So this local carrier, I changed his reach way down, so he was mainly focused on just this fisheries area, and then I just got a line of fisheries going. This doesn't seem, their proximity to each other doesn't seem to affect their output, so it just makes sense to make a big old fisheries row. And let's take a look at our stock here. So fish are doing okay. That was a decent, as I can see, my chart went up. Fruits and veggies are a constant problem. Oh, fruits seem to be kind of stabilizing, or veggies rather. Hard to tell, hard to tell. And we are working our way through the garbage, but it seems to be piling up. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think you don't want lots of garbage, but I do notice that the garbage, see how that kind of goes down? So the garbage in the landfill just sort of deals with itself. Anyway, here we are. Here's our town. We've got our town hall. We've got our bank. I've built a couple of fire halls and clinics around. This area here has our brick production line and some furniture factories, as well as some medium warehouses to allow to store more goods. Right now, you can tell, I think our bricks are the slowest in terms of production lines. So we need way more brickyards. And this area is a little confusing. As you see, we've got a local carrier who's doing like a lot of work. So we put in another local carrier here, one here, which I could like maybe shrink the range a bit. I'm not sure. So I think I'm going to start doing way more carriers with certain ranges. So we might even put one more here and then a couple more factories. But the big thing to do right now is to hit this milestone. I'm now a big village, so I figure we've jumped forward to the mid-game. So I have not put all of the... In the last video, we didn't get to any of this. So this is what I want to get to now. To get there, though, I need to get another 1,400 or so employees, which is the population group number 2. They take 2 bricks and 2 woods. So the main problem I think we're going to run into in painting new areas is going to be the amount of bricks we have. And then also the desirability. So what I've found is as I'm making these houses, I also need to make like a center block of offices for them as well, so they have somewhere to work. So this area is going to be a little bit office-y, and then I'm not sure, I kind of want to de-densify it, so this might just be the craftsmen around here. And then this area here, I was thinking this would be good for craftsmen as well. Just fill all this in. So this is kind of the craftsmen's, like some nice neighborhoods. So kind of breaking it up from the... sort of breaking it up from the monotony of the grids. But if you look at a lot of cities, or the ones that I grew up in, it's a lot of grids. So I'm going to do grids surrounded by these little communities. Now, this was a misstep here. I made a nice little community, which I like. However, it's lowered this to a 75% output. I'm not too worried about the wood, though, because as you can see here, it's putting out just fine. In fact, it's waiting for trucks to come pick them up. So we might even need another local carrier to go grab all this wood. I could even shrink the range a bit more to there or something. And I've put this road here and this road out here to kind of keep this forest untouched. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. Untouched by development, but definitely touched by lumberjacks. So we need this area clear. I don't know. I don't know if I could reforest. If I lay down trees using the decoration item, I don't know if that's going to allow me to, like, if these trees count as forest or not. I'm not sure. So this was 76, I think. Let's take a look here. So this was 75. So let's see if I place just like a bunch of trees, am I going to get an improvement in my tree score? Yeah, just placing a bunch of trees around 75%. Because what if this works, if this little theory gives me any boost in trees, then what that kind of tells me is like we could create custom logging areas and not have to like look for forests and build around them. But again, it's it's a challenge of the game. I don't mind either way, to be honest, which one it does. Do you think that's enough trees? It's a bunch of different types of trees. Where's that pine that I'm looking for? These are the ones I've already placed, kind of like the memory. Maybe they grow to that size? I don't know. Maybe I'm planting saplings and then they'll eventually get there? I'm not sure. It doesn't feel like it. Okay. All right, let's see. 75. Any better? 75. So maybe those trees will grow up. I don't know. But right now it looks a little patchy. Anyway, the thing to solve, as you can see here, is our brick situation. So I want to create, I think this was early game. I created 2 clay pits and 2 brick yards. And I was like, good, that's enough brick supply. And for a while it was. It sustained a small town. But something is eating the bricks maybe. Or the creation of the, like, as you can see, the brick yard is, it's, what is it, lack of resources. So it's not getting clay delivered fast enough from the clay pits. So I think what I need to do is my own, a new, which is going to be up here, dedicated brick area. So let's get that going so we can get to the next level here. Clay pit. There's a small one here. Obviously, this was a massive one that I sort of misused, if I'm being honest. But we're going to build a big clay pit over here, I think, and see what's next for us. So, what's the best way to do this?
Your game has been saved.
They're 3 tiles wide on each side, so I think I want to take advantage of all this and then have the brick yards down here. So let's go with this 2-lane road. Oops, we need to kind of establish where the start of the brick was. This little cluster of trees right here. Try to remember that, I'm saying to myself. So that little cluster of trees there. Let's go straight line roads. So let's have, if we do that, what will a clay pit look like here? So it's going to be an 80, and there's 100 on that side. I'll take 80. I'll take 80. That's fine. 80's fine. It's not amazing, but again, you're dealing with solid content here. Solid content, he does what he can. He does what he can. Sometimes he drops down an 80 or a... Oh, if I go... Is there a 90 there? Yeah, I put the road in the way, but whatever. Okay, we'll get a 90. Then we're going to get 100 here. Then we're going to put another road right through here. All right, maybe we'll put the clay pits, like the brickyards, right there or something. I don't know. That's a nice production line. We'll get another clay pit right here. That's another 100. Enjoy that. And then I want enough room for 3. So, like, probably there, maybe? Let's get another clay pit in there. Come on. That should fit. That should fit. You know what I mean? That should fit. I'm going to throw a little fit about that, but, in my mind, that fits. So we'll go 4 out, so we make sure we have lots of room, and so it doesn't complain to us anymore. We'll get a clay pit in there. That's 100% right there. A 90, eh? You're only going to let me have a 90 there? Well, that's fine. That's fine. This is way more clay output than I was doing before, and I think there's a little bit on this side. So we could get another 100, a 90, and an 80 here. So that's 1, 2, and I think it's 1 to 1. So each clay pit puts out 2 clays, and each brickyard puts out 2 bricks. However, is there a timing somewhere? Times 72. Times 72. Okay, so it's the exact same. So they should be the same. So there's just something going on. Maybe it's too much of a drive or something to really be always loading up this brickyard. So that's something to think about. Oh yeah, we need to get some water there, but we'll do that in a second. So these brick yards are much smaller. They only need a footprint of 2. So I'm going to go here, drag this road out. Can we talk about this music? I have new headphones and they're way too bassy in my ears. So if you're hearing way too much bass, maybe that's my headphones? No, that doesn't make sense. You wouldn't hear that. Okay, let's do this. Distance too low. Come on. You know you want to let me do that. Okay, there we go. So let's see what we've got here for brickyards. Can I fit... I want to fit 2 in at a time. So if I can't fit 2 in, then that's... Yeah, I've gone a little too... I think I've gone too... let's destroy that. I've gone a little too tight with it. This is a thing I find that I do often. I don't often leave a lot of breathing room. There's a lack of vegetables. I might have to become... Like I said, I might have to become an import nation just for a little bit. Alright, let's get another 2-lane road in here. I think I see what I've done wrong. I didn't need this street. I needed one more over here, but that's fine. It is what it is. I could have done this a little better, but we're learning. So there's a brickyard. This should be able to get 1 or 2 brickyards in there. And we just kind of want a brickyard for each one of our clay pits. This is going to be a massive amount of output, I think. I think this might even be a little overkill, if we're being honest. And there is also the pollution to be wary of. The camera went a little buzzy there for a second, and I realized I've built on this side of the thing, which may affect... Yeah, 74, so I've taken another little percentage point away from the productivity of that particular lumberjack, but that's okay. So we'll do some brickyards here. And we're going to go brickyards. And in a second, they're going to start complaining about the fact that they have no shipments or carriers. So I'm going to get a... I'm going to see how we can do with 1 carrier for now. Oh, this is a bigger carrier. We should build a bigger carrier. We got to wait for 10 clay to come in. So in the meantime, let's get some water piped out to there as well. Let's get some water piped out to you. Here, straight down this road. And here, very good. There should be like a sound effect, I think, for this water. You know what I mean? When you lay down the pipe like a patunk. City skyline style. Okay, there we go. So we have the water supplied. This is probably going to create some power problems. It's also going to create some pollution, so we need to be mindful of that. And I think we could do some small communities here of artisans and keep the grid going, but mostly I want to see more of these little communities sprouting up around the edges just to make it, you know, look a little more realistic. Okay, we have 11 clay, so let's go ahead and get a city carrier, which I believe is just a bigger carrier. We'll put that here, and then just to make sure that there's a spot to get around, let's go 2-lane road. Okay, let's go... Yeah, let's do this. 2-lane road from here to here. So it's nice and straight. 2-lane road, just keep it carrying on down there. Then we can connect that up to there. There, that looks good. Okay, so now there should be an amount of connection there that works. And I'm going to lower this city carrier down to like that. So his main job, this whole city carrier's main focus is going to be on providing and getting clay moved to the various brickyards. Now, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, 0. Some of these have fallen to 0. Wait, why did that clay pit fall to 0? Oh, because we have no power to it. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. So that means we need some more power. Now, I was doing... How much money do I have? 900,000 doubloons. So I was doing a sun solar plant, which puts out 10,000 units of electricity. And this only puts out 5,000. So I might as well put another one. I could start going into the gas power plants, but I just kind of didn't want to. And I haven't been overly punished for not going into gas power. I imagine it would produce a tremendous amount of electricity. I mean, 70,000? Yeah, it would. Definitely for the size that it is, it would produce more electricity. But I'm just worried about the pollution. And I'm not, you know, because I want to keep doing farmland out here, even though there's garbages nearby. But let's get this guy up to snuff here. Speed up time. Let's get that thing providing another... Oh, I see. It gets up to 10,000 eventually. Okay. So that should hopefully help over here. We'll get that back up to 100. We'll get that producing. And then we'll get these clay pits. This might be too many clay pits because one of the things I'm finding is that they don't find the clay pit in need. They'll go to the closest one and keep that one topped up. So we might have one too many clay pits. In fact, I'm going to turn this one off. And I might even just delete it at some point. How close are we to our milestone? We're starting to get some more people moving in here. So I need some more jobs for them, but I also need some more homes for them. And I'm out of bricks. So I might, let's take a look at our situation here. Our veggies and our fruits are just not able to keep up with demand. So I think I'm going to become an importing nation. Okay, I need a few more additional slots, so that's fair. Let's actually not sell. Let's buy bricks, and let's maintain them at like 80, which is going to be very expensive. However, eventually our brick production will catch up. So let's get another port in here so we can unlock another ability to bring in some goods. So one more port, 10,000 doubloons plus... That was it, just 10,000 doubloons. So what that's going to do is it's going to open up one more of these trading slots, and I'll be able to buy some veggies and just keep up with that production. Then maybe what I'll do is I'll build a bunch more farms. How are we doing here? If I pick one, if I just build a bunch more fruit farms and then import vegetables, that should hopefully offset some of the costs. So let's build some farms over here. I'm going to go fruit. We're going fruit farms. Now, the fruit farm, the building is fun. I kind of like it. It's pretty... Can I do this? And then that? Yeah, perfect. Okay, there we go. So that's a very large fruit farm. I might need another... I'll put a carrier here or something, maybe. So go and pick these up, because he's looking pretty busy. Yeah, and he's also connected to the brickyard, I noticed. Let's do a nice narrow one here. Up to this space. There we go. Now, if you save your game and come back to it, sometimes the animation is a little funky. So you just go here, and then you can just change your farm model, and it'll kind of renew the look. And I think we'll go with a darker one. No, let's go with... Yeah, let's just go with that one. So that's looking nice. Got another farm producing. Oh, this one's got some nice trees. Some peach trees? Peaches grow on trees, right? Peach trees. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's not a peach bush. So we'll get that other farm here. We're going to get a lot of fruit farms going on, I think. Let's do that. And then let's also get maybe some... I think we can do a sheep farm as well. I think if I'm holding down control or alt, there's no way to get like a free movement of the road. Oh, it didn't want to place there. Come on. What are you yelling at me about? It's saying I can't for some reason. Or it's just not... It doesn't feel like it wants me to. Okay, fine. Fine, then I won't. How about that? How do you like them apples? I'll go this way. I'll create my own farm. There we go. There's another fruit farm. And let's get a city carrier in here, maybe. Although it's not exactly the best spot for it because there's not much going on. Maybe just a small carrier. Let's do a local carrier in here. Right there. And then I think the rest of this can be garbage. Then this is... must be much better fruit production. Now this area here is kind of empty, but maybe I can put like a government building there or something. Oh, there are also these buff buildings, which I kind of like. Yeah, little buff buildings. So you place this here, and it's just going to localize their storage. So it's going to create a slightly larger storage on the production buildings in that area.
Fruit's running low.
But I just built so many fruit farms. Oh, I see. They're running out of electricity. So I might need to make a road down here and then get some more... like, let's get another... Can I do this? Can I just, like... Yeah, I don't know about that road. And then can I connect that up to there? No. Nope. But I can connect that. That's weird. I will connect that. There we go. Okay, let's see what kind of power can I get going on in here. And maybe some water and stuff. So it won't be an entirely useless footprint. Can I get one more solar panel? Oh, yes, I can. Very good. So we'll get another one of those. And while we're here, let's make sure we've got some zoned garbage. I don't know if we need it. It looks like, yeah, it looks like our garbage is managing well. Let's take a look over here. Oh, yeah, exactly. Brick production. Look at that chart. Look at that chart. That is much better. So it looks like all of these are just pumping out clay, but they are only getting to a couple of the brickyards. So I might have to design that a little more linearly, maybe? Potentially? Because who just got all that? Okay, these guys are getting all the... Where are they going with that? Let's speed up time a little bit here. So they're going somewhere with that. Where is he trying to go to? He's trying to get to that brickyard all the way over there? That's going to make no sense. Where do you think you're going, sir? Okay, so I guess all the clay... Yeah, so what we could do is put the carrier... What we could have done is had clay pit, and then a carrier, and then brickyards on the other side, because all the clay pits have to generate the clay and then get taken to the carrier, at which point the carrier seems to transfer into with the bricks. However, so not the most efficient design here, however, it is definitely producing more bricks. So let's get some more people moved in, and let's get this milestone. There's something really deeply satisfying about filling out new terrain, zoning it, and then watching them all kind of move in, and you can see like just the growth of your city almost immediately. I mean, it also helps that I'm watching it in super fast mode. Let's see, has my stock of fruit? Yeah, my stock of fruit is definitely increased and stabilized. So let's turn into, like I said, an importer of fruits. So let's go and buy, or I mean vegetables. Let's go and buy, yeah, let's maintain a stock of like 70 of those, which will cost me some money, but in the long run, it'll make for happier people, which will get me this milestone a little faster, which we're getting close. Let's keep going. And there we have it. We can buy a new region. We've unlocked a whole other change. Oh, garbage power plants. We can like burn garbage to make power, which is, I mean, let's be honest, that's a bit sad. But, I mean, we're going to do it. I'm not saying we're not going to do it. We've also unlocked a tax office. That's good. Big 6-lane roads. Maybe we should get into one of those when I buy some more land. And the planning office, I'm not sure what the planning office does, but we're going to find out. We are going to find out. So let's take a look at our stock, because we've added a lot of people here. So the fish stocks are starting to dwindle. My vegetables are doing all right because I'm importing them, and my fruit capacity increase has done well. So now what we need to do is start bringing in some bread and some spices, and that's a whole lot of production change. And then coal and iron. So let's kind of get into that. What is our next milestone? Oh, we're actually a long ways towards it. We can get a brewery going on, a medium solar power plant, hop farms. It's a medium size, zone engineers and office complexes. That's the big one that I'm like looking forward to get. But let's go ahead and see what I can buy. I can buy this one new purchasable area. I'm going to buy this one, I think, so that we can just really keep expanding down the coast and building some more, houses. Because now I want to get going into some 6 lanes here. So this is, as far as I can tell, upgradable, but only to a certain width, maybe. So I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to try to turn this into a 6-lane road and hit improve. And it highlights this, but it only turns it into a 4-lane road. So I think it's basically like, oh, well, we can't because it just doesn't take up that, it needs more room to be a 4-lane. So I'm going to make sure that's a 4-lane, or a 6-lane rather. But it's going to become, I would like it to turn into a 6-lane here. So let's go 4-lane, improve to that. Then straight... We want 6-lane road or 8-lane? Good lord, no. We're gonna go 6-lane road with the trees. Yeah, I can see that's a much heftier road. So that's gonna look really nice because we're gonna put a lot of houses and some buildings and stuff along there. And then I'll go back down to a 2-lane road to just cap this area off, so it just kind of makes a bit of sense. There we are, because I'm gonna want to make that look like it makes sense. So we'll go 2-lane road here. And then these grids, these super grids, I've found very helpful. Because as you build, you just kind of fill them in. So let's build another super grid right here. Oh, maybe we'll go like that. Okay, and then maybe there's another 2-lane road that comes out to here. Yeah, that just helps with that super grid not being too claustrophobic, I think. And then is there any dead space? There's a couple of little dead spots, but for the most part, that looks pretty good. And this is going to be our new major supply road to the future. Oh my goodness, am I going to build all this? Well, I kind of want to, I want to leave most of this accessible for, engineers and the like. Yeah, I want engineers and stuff on the central part of the grid, and then on the outsides we'll have the smaller ones. I'm assuming the engineers are like the skyscrapers that I am so eagerly trying to get to. Let's fix that grid up a little bit because the grid's gone a little funky, I think. Oh yeah, it still dives in a little bit, doesn't it? It digs into the other build spots. Build spots. I mean, these could be 4-lane roads, but we can upgrade them as needed. I know that they don't need to be that big. Yeah, it looks like our grid isn't exactly perfect, which is a shame. So let's make this one perfect. Even that's not that perfect. That's okay. We'll just do this. Kind of clean up the measurements a little bit. It's freezing while it saves. It's a bizarre mix of smooth and then sometimes choppy. Like road placement, I think, is a bit taxing on my little potato of a computer. But then sometimes, like, the camera moves are really smooth. And then at the end of this episode, when we do a little bit of hopping around in our vehicle, we're just going to dive into our whip and drive around. You're going to find that it's actually quite a nice experience. It brings me back to the old, I think, what was that, SimCity 2000? SimCity Unlimited? Those days where you could just hop in and drive. Now, before we get too involved, though, we should probably take a look. Where are the... Okay, so charcoal burning. Okay, it uses wood to create charcoal. Okay. And there's my furniture factory. Building material. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. A tool rot makes tools. Iron mines. Is there any iron on the map? So there's some iron over here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get to those regions before I can start mining iron, but I'm already importing it, so I'm not gonna worry about the iron chain too much. However, I would like a tool rot. How busy are you? You're really not that busy, are you? Okay, let's put in a tool rot here. Let's actually destroy one of these brickyards because they're doing okay, but again, not like that good. And let's put in a tool rot. Oh, we could almost fit it. Oh, it really looks like it wants to fit. Unforgiving with the footprint here. Come on. Oh, let me. Just let me. I'm going to destroy this one as well and just see if it'll let me. Yes. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Give me that tool rot and start making me some tools. All right, so that's going to be good. So this is our core area that is going to be very dense, and then we'll have smaller... oh, we can make glass too? Oh, my goodness. So what does that do? Charcoal burning? Oh, so that... Okay, charcoal burning and then eventually glass production. Oh, my goodness. The production chains are fun in this game. There's a lot of them. But mostly what I want to see are some skyscrapers. So let's go a 2-lane road down the rest of this. Let's go from here, because I think this is the one that I kind of tried to fix. Yeah, that's better. So this area here is going to be a massive new area with some farms on the edge. Getting into the port town area, we can get a lot of farms along here. A couple more ports. Let's go 2-lane road here, and then I believe if we go free... No, we'll go bent. Because that allows me to bring it up this way, and then bend it this way. Good. And here, and just bend this. Oh, maybe not so tight. Like so. Yep. And then we'll go up and along this curve here. Feeling good? Halfway. About there. Oh, I missed one. What happened here? That's gonna look a little bumpy. I'll mostly get over it. I'm saying I'm gonna get over it, but deep down inside, I'm pretty upset about that. And then we'll go back to a straight line and connect these up here. 4-lane road. Okay, whatever. 4-lane road, I guess. Okay, there we go. So this whole area is gonna get, developed now. I think we could even divvy this into some farms. So let's get a local, let's get a city carrier here. Yeah, here's going to be fine. All right, and let's divvy this up into some farms, and then we'll do craftsmen all along this space like this. The idea being that, like, the density here you know, this area here kind of moves into higher density. So as we go in, so this area all along here is going to be my employees, and then hopefully engineers and the third level, what are these guys? Office complex type 3 are going to be right along that central corridor. So let's kind of deck that out a little bit and see what it looks like. What was I doing? I think fruits. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's all this too. Maybe we got to do, yeah, maybe this is our mill and bakery area. So it takes 10 grains to make 8 of those, and then 4 of those to make 4 breads. And grain farm does 1. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, but their timing might be different than I think. Too close to another crossing. Angle too low. Okay, let's come on, grain farm. The only issue is like, yeah, creating grain. Oh my goodness. Okay, everybody relax. The only issue is creating these grain farms in a way that doesn't do whatever just happened here. Oh my goodness, what did happen here? Confirm demolition, confirm. Well, I don't know what that was all about. But again, this, as you can see in the top left here, is a playtest build. So I think what's happening is I'm such a pro player that I'm actually stressing the game out. And it's just like, I don't know how to do what you're asking, sir. Sir, this is a Wendy's. And I'm like, no, place the roads where I want them. All right, there we have it. A couple of grain farms coming in. We're going to need to supply water to them, actually. But it looks like they produce like fairly fast. And then we've got our city carrier here. So this area here, I think, can get, like, let's get 1 mill. Oh, we spent all our money. Let's get 1 mill in here when we can afford it, and a bakery, and see how much they can sustain. We are getting closer. I saved up a bunch of cash here and kind of got my finances back in order, and we've got some more tax base moving in. But yeah, apparently this is a lot harder than City Skylines. I will say that. This is a lot more of a balanced resource manager than I thought it was. So as you can tell here, our stuff has started to level off a little bit, which is looking a lot nicer, and that's great. However, it is coming at quite a cost. For instance, one of these grain farms, right now it's costing me 300 doubloons, city doubloons to keep it around. If I power this thing up, that's going to be $3,000 every, you know, pay cycle just to keep one of these grain farms. So as soon as I built those, it tanked my economy by quite a lot. The other issue I'm facing is ever-growing amounts of trash, but also, you know, energy costs. So I think I see a solution there that allows me to deal with that at the same time, which is going in here, and where is it? Garbage collector, garbage power plant. But here's the problem. Do I want to build it? Yes, absolutely. But look at this pollution. That's crazy. The employees are unhappy. Okay, I need to make them happier. So there's other ways to make them happier, and I think I need to look at that right now. But first, let's build a 2-lane, whatever, is that a 4-lane? Doesn't matter. Let's build this straight over here, and let's go up in height. So this is kind of how you do a bridge. The pitch is too big, so let's go height a little bit more, 40 maybe. 40 is too much, go back to 30. There we are. Oh, let me place it. Oh, it's not letting me place it on the dirt again, I guess. Okay, so we'll lower the height a little bit there. There we go. And then I think we should be able to get across. Perfect. Okay. Then from here, we're going to build that, which costs quite a lot of doubloons. But I think this is going to help us a little bit. So let's go down to 0. And then straight for a spin. There we go. All right, so this road is now complete, which is going to hopefully allow us to get over to this island here and build our trash burner over here. And we're just going to kind of ignore this area for a bit until we're ready to rehabilitate its image. So I think if I can get it over here. Okay, so I got to get it a ways away. But once I do, oh, we are set to go. Okay, let's bring this forward about this much. So we can also put some other industry here, because the other thing I'm realizing is that collection of goods and stuff is global. So, for example, I don't need to have my... Oops, I reset the camera. Whoa, that was cool. I don't need to have my brickyards next to my clay pits. That doesn't matter. I could have all of that stuff over here. Although maybe the only issue there is probably proximity to workers. Yeah, so I bet I'm going to have a problem getting this power plant up and running, but we're going to see how it goes. We're going to see if it needs workers. I mean, it looks like it does. It needs 100 workers, but let's see if it can operate from over there. So that cost me 6 iron, which also I had to pause my tool rot because, where is it here? Yeah, because A, costing a lot, but B, also importing that raw resource is massive. Where's my trade thing here? Importing is 5 1,000 doubloons per unit of iron. So this is about to cost me a lot at the end of this trading thing. I am shipping away some wood and some bricks and maybe a few furniture items, pieces here and there, but not really. I've tried to up my furniture production. But the best thing I can do, I really think, is make more ports to bring in more goods and just make a huge tax base. I think that's the best way to do this. So let's go ahead and create some more. What do we have here? This is this is kind of like the worker base that I wanted. So we'll do that a little bit, and then I wanted more employees zoned in this area. Okay, they might build, but they might not because they're not very happy with me, so let's figure out why not. I got some apartment houses here. Okay. So they're upset with leisure, and there's virtually no education. But if I got that solved, they would start to be a lot happier. And if I could get a bakery going and a mill going, that would also be pretty great. So this area here needs some education and leisure, and that's all. Let's see if we can't do some. So that's religion. Here's some leisure. Leisure building. They're just called. I'm sure that there's going to be a name for them eventually. Just put that right there. Why not? See if that does anything. So apartment house. Do you see the leisure? I mean, it's not built yet, but once it's built. The other reason I'm kind of going a little slower, I will say, is because it's starting to get a little crashy on me. But again, we're looking at a playtest build. Okay, so I find that like when I go and cycle the visuals of these farms, it starts to turn my computer into a potato. And that's a little bit on me. Could I have a better computer? You bet. I wish we could put some buildings there, but no. What we could do is put some trees there. We can beautify that area. And this thing is working now at 100% capacity. Are we seeing... Okay, we're seeing a little effect from that, which is hopefully going to translate into some folks moving in over here because they hear our city is good and they kind of flock to see what's up. But in the meantime, I might have to do the same over here. So let's make sure these guys have some leisure as well. Leisure Building 4 is pretty big. Let's do it. Let's get Leisure Building 4 in here and then fill this place with people. I want to get to this third level. I don't know if it's going to be skyscrapers, but that's what I'm hoping to. That's the mid-game that I'm here to show you today. So these are my, these are my like office complexes. So we'll still build some of those so that they have jobs. How far away are we? Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close to unlocking a new region as well, which is nice. Although I'm wondering, am I not, it doesn't say, normally it would say, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay, I see. So I actually have a ways to go. Oh, no, it's right here in front of my face. I can't read. Okay. So we'll get them this turn once we unlock them. So let's basically just keep upping that. Let's see if this trash starts to get burned. I think I might need to... As you can see, I've upgraded my zones. I'm not sure if it's working yet. What are we waiting for? Maximum workers, 100. It's functioning at 0. It needs to... Lack of resources. Okay, so we need to place a carrier here, which is going to be a little silly, but maybe what we can do is start placing some other items here. There we go. We'll just have that there. We can start placing some other jobs around this area as we need them and start to develop this space, knowing full well that it's going to be a bit of a, pollution nightmare. But hey, progress is progress, especially when you're playing like solid content. You know, solid content builds a nice city, but it gets real messy. Okay, so let's let this thing power up and start burning through some trash, which will hopefully alleviate the upset that they're feeling here. Then maybe we need another trash collector. And hopefully we start burning it off. And then let's keep saving up and keep filling in this area until we can start filling it in with the skyscrapers. We're getting close to our milestone now, only about 500 employees moving in away. And there's just something so satisfying about saving up until we have enough bricks here. And then placing some new medium offices and then watching them get taken up. I thought that was going to happen right away, but sometimes they move in right away, but maybe that's a little too far away from some of the employees, which we don't have. Yeah, we have some. Oh, there we go. They're moving in. Yes, we don't have we have some housing available, so they will easily move into this once they're ready. So we just need to provide more jobs for them. That does give us a bigger tax base. So I think I kind of want to add in a few more ports, at least a few more. I wonder if we can get that one unlocked. So wherever it'll fit, I'm going to add another port in here. And I'm going to add another port in maybe down here somewhere. Oh, maybe along this Actually, let's bring this road out and add a port here because I think that'll work. So let's do that 2-lane road and then go back into transportation, grab this. Okay, there we go. All right, so we'll get another port up there. That's going to open up 2 more loading spots. And I think what we might do is use some of our income here to just purchase what we need. Let's take that away so we get another buy slot. And let's buy, we unlocked a few here. Let's buy fruits. Because right now we're just constantly running out. So this is fine to subsidize our local production. But again, maybe we just shouldn't be worried about the staples. Maybe we should be getting more into the larger creations. Like, once we have enough money to buy land, then we should buy some iron and start milling iron, for sure. But that's not going to be for a little bit here. I think we should maybe buy some bread, too. But we do have... I basically just need another bakery or 2. And we need our grain farms. I need to afford another grain farm to open one of those. But this is looking a lot better here. Shirts, not so great, so we're probably not going to be able to sell those. We can just buy them, I guess. Buy them. Oh, those are expensive, though, eh? Yeah, let's not worry about that for now. Let's we can worry about that later. But so one by one, we're solving the problems, though. It looks like a nice little suburbia is developed here, which we could maybe upgrade them later on. I don't know. But the trash seems to be mostly mitigated, and it looks like we're getting on top of. Oh, I thought it was freezing. It looks like we're getting on top of our garbage production here. So that's good. As we add more houses, we'll get back into that capacity, but I did end up having to add 2 of these garbage power plants to keep up. So this garbage collector sits mostly quiet. Every so often, it just picks up 200 garbage and just drops it off at one of these plants. So that's what it needed, was a garbage collector, not a local carrier. So that's working for that. We are getting so close to our milestone here. Do we have any more people moving in? No, we've created a lot of homes, and I've satisfied a lot of the things with, like, local churches and a clinic and a fire department nearby. Maybe we need, like, a police officer or something. But I think there's just so many of them. Yeah, see, there's a decent amount of satisfaction. They're quite happy here. So I think that there is just so many of them that we just don't have the desire yet. So I think we got to keep... Okay, let's speed up time here. Build up some bricks. And then we just got to keep building offices until they get the idea. And they go, oh, he wants us to move in. Oh, he wants us to build lots and lots of homes here. Okay. Because it's looking good. It's looking like a place you might want to live. And we are creeping ever so slowly towards unlocking the 3rd niche. Oh, I can't wait. I mean, I don't know if we're going to even be able to build them. We'll have to find out. What is that going to take? That's going to cost me 2... yeah, so iron is going to start to be used a lot to get these. That's going to be... I'm going to have to get ready for that. That is going to be a big expense. In the meantime, we can at least place some more offices. Oh, and just nothing feels more satisfying. Same thing with City Skylines than seeing them just fill in like that right away. And the happiness, too, that's generated feels good. Here we go. So close. And there we have it. We are now a small city. We've made it. Old Pueblo Townsville should now be called Old Pueblo Townsville Cityburg. We have a biomass plant, which is kind of nice, too. So I'm not sure what biomass is. It's probably just, like, extra grain. We could set up a brewery and a hop farm, medium-sized police departments and stuff. A big warehouse. That'll be nice. However, we're not really capping out any of our supply. So I think I want to zone some engineers. We're going to spend a lot of money trying to bring in the iron needed. But I need to see what's going to happen here. So let's zone. Oh, there's another level. Managers. Oh my goodness, so the office complex, office complex 3 might not even be skyscrapers yet. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, let's put some houses, I think, in this central block here. Whew, so that was 12. All right, oh, they're moving in already, oh my goodness. Okay, and then we gotta get some bricks here, so let's speed up time and put some offices kind of in this space down here. Because I know that maybe I don't know if the zones mixing is going to be a problem, but we'll find out. So do I have a bit of brick here? Let's get some jobs for those people. Let's see what those look like. Here we go. Okay, yeah, so they're a little bit taller. But you can see the gradual creeping up to what I'm hoping to have one day, which is a full-fledged skyscraper city. I just kind of want to fill this area out here. Oh my goodness. Oh, those look cool. Oh, I thought that was like a different... They look kind of zebra-y from afar. Oh, but they're getting tall. They're definitely getting tall. You can see the gradual development towards skyscrapers. I mean, really, if we wanted to, we could just go here and place objects, and then let's just slap a skyscraper in here real quick and just be done with it. There we go. That's much better. There, that looks quite nice. I wonder if it even serves... Oh, no, it's just a decoration. I thought maybe if I could click on it, it would be a building. No, it's just... It turns out it's just a decoration, but there we go. That's what it's gonna... That's what the... I read level 4 looks like that. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, my goodness, this one's growing, and that one is quite tall. Okay, so now we're starting to get into those... Now we're starting to get into some serious-sized buildings here. That's feeling pretty good. We still haven't seen... Apparently, there's 6 engineers that have moved in. But I don't see the engineers in any of that space. But I'm just wondering if those buildings squares are maybe too small for the engineers. I'm not sure. Either way, we're gonna have to spend a lot of money bringing in some iron here. Oh my goodness, we've had a growth spurt here of some locals, so that feels good too to see. Well, as we're waiting for things to build, I also found that this particular skyscraper I placed has some really fun lighting effects. Look at that. Oh, that's very nice. That's a very nice asset. I quite like that. I think once we get a city that's able to sustain buildings of that caliber, I mean, things are going to start looking real nice here in that city. It's definitely looking a little better, and I'm liking the core. One thing I'm wondering about is I don't see the buildings... Oh, it's saving, I think. There we go. I don't see the buildings consolidate very often. So if you place little blocks here and there, sometimes they'll fill in with single buildings. You don't get as many of these big chunky boys unless you can actually build all at once. I don't know if I gotta test that theory a little bit. But like if I grab some office complex, which I think I have enough to build a 4 block. Oh, what am I missing? I'm missing money. I'm missing money. Now I'm making a lot of money. As you can see, I'm making quite a lot of money. However, as soon as I lower my iron, I make a big purchase at the end of the year or at the end of the trading cycle or whatever, and then it becomes quite a problem. But let's try to place a 4 square right there. There we go. So place a 4 square. We'll see if somebody moves into that one. It might take a little while for the desirability to get there. And we've already built a couple here as well, so we've just got to convince people to... Yeah, see, there we go. Oh, it looks like it's built 3 different units, but at least that one is kind of stretched out. I placed a big block of 4 over here, and I got this nice round sort of Seattle or San Francisco-y looking building, which I really like. And so I think it's basically, that's what's left now. It's like slowly raise taxes, which I've been doing. We're at 16% now, downright Canadian of them. And see if I can't make this money. And I'm going to use this money once I save up and build enough of a bank to really satisfy a lot of their needs, rather than just try to build massive swaths of farmland. I'd really like to make mine a more metropolitan city, like a real builder's city. But I think there's not much left to do here. As you can tell, I've got my work cut out for me. At least we worked through all the trash, though. I could probably scale back on my storage of that. But I think the only thing left to do here, really, is start out maybe in the trash area, put my cursor here, and hit that F key, and then go for a little drive. We'll just get away from the garbage zones here. But this is looking really nice, actually. I kind of like driving along this area. This is sort of an industrial area. Lots of advertising. Oh, I gotta stop. Okay. Should I follow the traffic rules? I mean, that's the thing that they say with GTA, right? When you're bored in GTA, the best thing to do is just follow the driving rules. Oh, I love seeing that in the distance. You got the wind turbines off of the... Oh, so sorry. Okay, nobody show my wife this. She needs to know I'm okay to drive when I come pick her up. We're just going to pass these cars real quick. I'm sorry, I'm the mayor. Oh, God. Oh, no, I've fallen into a field. And they haven't quite... I saw it on their Trello board for development. They are working on... Can I get up here, maybe? Up onto the road. There we go. No, I fell off the road. No. Let's just hit F and start again. I don't care about fruit right now. I only care about driving. So yeah, on their Trello board of known issues, they have that the street height is a little too high. Obviously, they just stick right out of the ground, and I think it's maybe a geometry thing. It's just so that it's easy for the programmer to have them like not have the grass clipping through, which I think you can even see occasionally here. But really the core of the game is there, and the core of the game is quite fun to play with. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna start again, but I'll start from over here. I can't talk and drive at the same time. Let's get onto this big hefty road here. I just want to go see my downtown core, but first I gotta go see the this downtown core to the right here. This is kind of the original downtown core. Sorry guys, beep 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 beep. Oh no. Okay, I need to drive a little more carefully. Let's start again here. Okay, there we go. Okay, well, see, everybody else is speeding like crazy. It's also quite loud here. There's the bank. Looking nice. Good looking asset. There's the city hall over here. Also looking good. Looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. I built that a long time ago, back when this town was just still an agrarian town, you see? Now it's got all this crazy stuff. Oh, I guess we're headed off into the wood choppers district now if we go this way. Yeah, this feels like downright industrial over here. Yeah, back into the industrial stuff, the wood choppers district. Looking nice. Maybe one day I'll put some houses in here, and then we'll still call it the wood choppers district as sort of an homage to what it used to be. Well, let's head down into the thick of it. Excuse me, excuse me. Oh, nice dodge. I mean, I don't think you don't have to worry about dodging. I think you just go, like, right through them. But it's nice to know that I could dodge if I needed to. I'm a pretty good driver. Okay, let's bring this around here. Let's come around this road. Careful, careful. Okay. Oh, it's getting real busy here. You can see all the pedestrians. And I'm not sure. I think they're instanced. I don't know if they actually have... They might just, like, you know, animate themselves. I'm not sure if they all go places, but some of those transport trucks definitely do. That is a nice-looking house. Look at that thing. Or maybe that's an office or like a cafe or a pub or something. Oh, yeah, I think that's for sure a pub. Oh, we're saving. Okay, where do I get to the downtown core? That's not quite core just yet anyway, but oh, there it is, there it is. It's next left. This is bringing back some old school SimCity vibes, and I am 100% on board with it. Excuse me, trying to get downtown. Sorry, trying to get downtown. Excuse me. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Nice wide open streets, big tall buildings. So obviously, once we fill this in, it's going to start looking a lot more majestic. But already, it's... Oh, sorry, people. But already, it's looking quite impressive. It's looking pretty cool. Oh, that guy's a speed demon. Excuse me. Epic dodge, epic dodge. And we're coming in over here. Yeah, this area, it's feeling kind of like Toronto, you know what I mean? This is a Canadian town that has a lot of sprawling roads and large condo complexes as far as the eye can see in some places. And here we are, off to the, that's the new stuff that's coming in. Down here, we've got some residential areas. I'll try not to kill anybody while I go and take a look at them. See, I like this. It almost feels like this area is agricultural again, even though it's got some big condo buildings. But maybe it's just because of the big, empty, undeveloped fields. Yeah, it's probably that. Okay, this game, I gotta say, has a lot of promise. If you are interested, head on over to the Steam page. Let's go and pray for all of our sins. If you're interested, head on over to the Steam page and sign up for the playtest. We'll see if they have any room left. It's taking me a while to get this video out here, but hopefully they do. Oh, almost a perfect park. Come on. Sorry, dudes. I know you guys are having a conversation about how good that last sermon was, but there we go. Yeah, oh, no. Yeah. There we are, parked at the church. I love it. So yeah, if there's no room in the playtest, I would probably wishlist this thing because I'm sure it's gonna come out with some more stuff here and there, maybe another round of playtesting, and then it'll go into early access, and I am here for it. I definitely want to play this game when it comes out and see if I can push this a little further, as I definitely have some work to do. So hopefully you found this to be some solid content, and I'll see you all in the next video of whatever colony or city or town it is that we build.